Hello, this is Stephen Hale. Once again, I am doing another YouTube video here for our class. This is for our Command Principles for Leadership class, Leadership 330. And this is a piece that we're doing on a case study as far as public relations ethics goes regarding the topic of plagiarism. And the story that's been presented to us today is basically your PR firm is supposed to write a speech for an airline. It's supposed to hit a bunch of topics, and you're on crunch time. You're bearing down on your time when this is supposed to be due, and without really making any progress, you get writer's block and you stumble across the perfect speech for your company on YouTube, and now you're tempted with, do I just copy that, post it, and submit it as my own work? The obvious answer here is absolutely not. For the sake of plagiarism, plagiarism is an ethical challenge. It's an integrity issue. I mean, plagiarism, it is what it is. It's not your work. In a sense, it's almost like theft. So I don't think that you would steal something. Hopefully you would not steal anything from somebody else, therefore you wouldn't want to plagiarize. I consider those two things to be very similar, so I have a hard time justifying any form of plagiarism. And what we know about plagiarism is kind of summed up at the bottom of the case study, and it's the unauthorized use or close imitation of the language and thoughts of another author. Basically, it's taking something that someone else has written and making it as your own work. But the interesting thing is that it doesn't have to be, like a copy and paste type of thing. Like, just changing up the words does not mean that you've avoided plagiarism. Plagiarism also involves the thoughts of another author. So when you're considering that there's an author who has come up with an idea or a concept or a motive or a thought process, and you take that and make it as if it's your own, even if you change up the words. If you're copying that same thing he said, then it's plagiarism. And it's also wrong to falsely, represent another person's ideas or words as if they're your own. So what we saw here in this case study would have been plagiarism without a doubt. It's wrong of you to copy this YouTube video and submit it to your client. Writer's block happens to everyone. You just gotta power through it. So on one hand, like, plagiarism almost has like a touch of laziness attached to it. So theft and laziness kind of summarize and make up plagiarism. So that's my thought process for this. I hope that you enjoyed, and hopefully we can all make better public relations ethical decisions in the future.